Yes, The Witcher, Sirens of the Deep, I think was the name. Sirens of the Deep, which, yeah, I'll preface and then come back around to this at the end probably. It's not the worst Witcher content that Netflix has ever produced.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Right, so you think about all the Witcher content that Netflix has produced. It's not the worst because the Witcher was in it.
Oh,
yeah. So that's why throughout the movie there were a couple things I was like, I don't know about that, and this is kind of weird. But at least the Witcher's here. Like,
yeah.
So it's the Witcher doing stuff, and they have the original voice actor from the games.
Oh, nice. That's sick.
Which is cool. Some of the voice actors for the other characters, they got the live action people, which is kind of interesting, but whatever. Because Netflix already had them in house, and Henry Cavill must have been busy. And the original guy,
he's off of it now.
Oh, that's true. He's off of it now. Yeah. So whenever they were making this, might have already been post that.
That's been like a couple of years now that he's been off of it, right?
Yeah. It was like season 3 was coming out, and I think the news came out that he dropped. Yeah. But yeah, so Doug Cockle, the original voice actor from the games, who's very good. Both very good Witchers or Geralts. He came. So voice acting was good. Him especially phenomenal. A lot of the things he does in the movie are very witchery, so it was kind of cool to see. He's even the very first fight in the show, he's fighting this big like fish lizard monster thing, and then like he's about to kill it or whatever at the end of the fight, and then he realizes like that it's not actually the one that he like was. He was paid to go kill the monster that's killing all the sailors or whatever.
Yeah,
and he realizes that this fish monster wasn't killing the sailors. He finds out. He's like, oh, I'm not going to kill it then. It's a very Witcher thing to do. He's like, I didn't get paid to kill this thing.
Yeah.
Or like, this is the wrong thing. Because in the Witcher universe, that's a constant theme explored of like, who's really the monsters? The humans or the monsters?
The answer is the monsters.
It's mostly the monsters, but it does show the monstrous nature of humanity.
Yes.
It's a good series. It's a good universe.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he does some other Witcher things. He's drinking the potions. He's like exploring crime scenes, for lack of a better word, trying to like piece parts together and see what happens. He does some he always ends up in these dumb like political debates.
Yeah.
He's trying to like resolve conflict, and he's just like rolls his eyes through the whole thing, but he is good at it. So it was enjoyable. That being said, the story was kind of meh.
Sure.
The animation was fine, but there were some parts that looked a little weird, a little choppy. They kind of vibe for a more almost anime style of like fight scenes. So they're kind of more movement, which is fun sometimes, but it doesn't look good in other parts.
Yeah.
Some of it's computer animated, some of it's not. When they have these like fish people fighting some humans. So not amazing, but not terrible. And it was, like I said, better than Witcher Season 3, because it actually had the Witcher in it, Geralt of Rivia, which the live-action Witcher show, Season 3, had like
very little of
no
him.
Geralt.
It was all Siri doing her little stunts and dinglies.
Like, I'm watching the show for The Witcher.
Speaking of The Witcher, did you see that The Witcher 5... What's the video game coming out?
The video game is 4. Witcher 4, yeah.
With Siri as a Witcher
the protagonist,
now. Yeah. Did you see that they changed her model, her character model?
See that
was very interesting.
They pulled a Sonic on him.
Yeah.
The Sonic trailer, and everyone was like, that looks wrong, fix it.
Yep.